In this episode of Hoax Hunter, I will take on the Flat Earthers. It's going to be an extremely easy case to solve because the Earth is obviously spherical. For the few Flat Earthers out there, or the many, depending upon how you look at it, they're all over YouTube. They seem to have targeted planet Earth and have stripped it of its perfect sphericalness. And this one's for the Flat Earthers. John Razimus with Hoax Hunter here. Now, this Flat Earth bullcrap that's all over YouTube, someone told me about it, and thanks and shout out to the person that tweeted me right here. Thank you for that tweet. Thank you for that. I thought it was just a massive troll, and I think there's a good chance it started as a troll. But the thing with trolls is, for example, the Illuminati meme probably started as a troll. And the prisons that Tupac was in, and Tupac heard about it back in the 90s. Tupac's like, you know what? I heard about this Illuminati in the prison system, therefore it must be legit. And so I'm going to mock these Illuminati jerks. Kill Illuminati. Da-da-da-da-da. Illuminati extremely grew into a meme beyond anything anyone could have guessed it would have grown to, especially on YouTube. And the Flat Earth theory, even though it's not a theory, theories are educated guesses based on evidences or education behind those guesses. The Flat Earth theory is the exact opposite of education. The Flat Earth mumbo jumbo is mind-bogglingly stupid. This episode is brought to you by an energy drink which starts with an M. This is a monstrous brand. I don't know if you've heard of it. They're a huge brand. Starts with an M. This episode is sponsored by an energy drink that it starts with an M. You've heard of it. You've all heard of it. It's all over the place. You see trucks with this logo all over the place. You see it everywhere. You see billboards. You see people wear t-shirts. You see rappers wear gold and platinum diamond chains with the logo of this energy drink, which has a huge M on it. It's all over the place. I don't even need to name the name. It's so huge. That's right. That's right. That's right. M150 energy drink. If you don't think M150 energy drink works, just try it out. It's the best stuff you'll ever have in your life. M150 energy drink. Drink it now. Drink it today. M150 energy drink. Drink it now. Drink it today. M150 energy drink. Drink it now. Drink it today. Oh yeah. If you don't think I'm gonna drink this, I'm gonna drink it. Because I need the energy for this video to drink this stuff. Actually, smells really good. This is the first reaction I'm having to this stuff. Whoa, this is good. You don't want to overdo it with M150, or do you? Maybe you do want to overdo it. This is good stuff. Wow. I genuinely recommend M150 energy drink. This stuff is delicious. It tastes like deliciousness. Just really good. So back to proving Flat Earthers don't know jack squat about Hoot Squat. You can prove with a telescope. Have you ever looked at the planet Saturn or the planet Jupiter through a telescope? I have. I've seen the rings of Saturn. I saw the spherical, bright on one side, dark on the other side of Saturn. And the reason I looked at Saturn's rings through this dealy bob called a telescope is because someone on Art Bell said, "The rings of Saturn, they're gone. The rings of Saturn are gone." And I was like, what? I just saw the rings of Saturn last year. They're not gone. So I went to the closest telescope, looked through it, and it was a huge, nice big one. Saturn happened to be really close at that particular time of the year, and I saw the rings. And it was cool. It was actually the clearest I've ever seen the rings. And clearest I've ever seen the sphericalness of that gas giant. Saturn is a sphere, Jupiter is a sphere, Mars is a sphere, Venus is a sphere, Mercury is a sphere. We even have new photos that Pluto is a sphere. Now, we didn't know that. We assumed Pluto might be a spheroid without perfect spherical dimensions, but Pluto is most definitely a sphere. We have confirmation and proof of that. Here's a picture of Pluto, and in all of its beautiful spheroidness. Earth is a sphere. I grew up close to the Pacific Ocean. You know, if you get out far enough, you can see the curvature of the Earth. And if you get up in an airplane, you can even more greatly see that curvature. Something you can see with your eyeballs if you just open them up and take a look sometime. A lot of unobservant people out there. I understand a lot of these flat earth people are trolls. I understand some of these flat earthers are just not all there or not all educated. If you are a flat earther, take a look at the shadows of the moon. As you can see, this side is a little bit brighter and this side is a little bit darker. This tiny basketball represents the planet Earth, and this orange represents the moon. Now the orange orbits around the tiny basketball, and the light represents the light source coming from the sun. The darkness represents the lack of a light source, the polar opposite of that. Now, the Earth is a sphere. The moon is a sphere. The sun is a sphere. These are scientific facts that can be observed by the general layman. You don't have to be King Midas. You can be a poor peasant and still be able to prove that the Earth is spherical, that the moon is spherical, that the sun is spherical. Due to common sense, logic, and the process of elimination through deduction alone. If you are like Sherlock Holmes in any way, shape, or form, you can deduce that, hey, look at that moon up there. That moon is a crescent moon. I wonder why it's a crescent. Maybe it's a crescent because, I don't know. Because it's spherical? That crescent brightness shining off, reflecting off of the sun is a crescent because the moon is spherical. If the moon was a flat circle, that crescent wouldn't be there. If the moon was a flat circle, something totally different would be taking place. Okay, generally speaking, this is a flat circle, and this is a spherical orange. Now, look at the reflection. The reflections, well, it's not perfectly flat, but if it was, it's either, you see how it's not even close to that little crescent, reflection-wise? It's not even close to a crescent. Here's the crescent that the current moon has when it's reflecting off the sun. And here's a flat circle. And when it reflects, it's not even close. Not even close to a crescent. And so that's just one small example proving that the Earth is a sphere due to the reflection and the shadows. These type of reflection and shadows only happen as we can recreate with any ball we find anywhere and a light source. This ball is spherical, I can tell. Even by a two-dimensional photograph, I could tell this ball is spherical. It's the same reason I can look up in the sky and see the moon and know that the moon is indeed spherical. Thus, the Earth is spherical. Every major body in the solar system is spherical, excepting the occasional wobbly-shaped asteroid or comet. But spherical is a natural shape in the universe. It repeats itself over and over and over and over and over. When gravity is strong enough, it collapses the elements into a spherical shape naturally. It's just a natural shape that takes place. So if you don't think the Earth is spherical, if you don't think the moon is spherical, you need to check your eyebally balls, because the light and shadow is proof. Take a look at the curvature of the Earth. Look through a telescope. Look at Jupiter or Saturn sometime. You're going to see a common trend. That common trend is the shadow, or the brightness in the shadow being curved. Curved that can only happen on a spherical object. There are other ways you can prove that we are living on a sphere. When it's nighttime, you can Skype your friend in China and say, "Hey, friend in China, how's it going?" You could say, "Hey, it's nighttime here. What is it like over there?" And that guy, let's Skype him right now. Let's see what someone in China has to say about what it's like. Yep, I'm in China right now. I'm in Shanghai, so it's beautiful sky if you want to check it out. It's totally, I mean, the sun, we don't want to see the sun, that'll damage the lens, but on this side of the planet Earth, it is daytime. So, that's what's going on over here in Shanghai, proving that the Earth is a sphere, and flat earthers are total idiots. So, sayonara. We can Skype someone in China right now, and we can see that it's bright for them when it's dark for us, or vice versa. That can only happen on a spherical planet. A flat planet wouldn't have that type of a time zone. It wouldn't have that type of a thing going on. So I don't know what else to say other than it's literally impossible for the planet Earth to not be spherical. But I asked an astronaut, a legitimate second-generation astronaut who went on the International Space Station. His dad went up into space, and his name is Richard Garriott. He famously went on the Stephen Colbert show, and Stephen Colbert gave him an orange bracelet and said, "Will you take that up into space for me?" And he stuck to his word. He took that orange bracelet up in outer space for Stephen Colbert. And Richard Garriott did a lot of cool things in outer space. He conducted a lot of cool experiments. You can search his experiments on YouTube. He did many experiments with tennis balls, with Velcro. He painted paintings. He has a collection of zero-gravity paintings that are very cool. and he recreated a lot of the experiments his dad conducted when his dad was in outer space, and was able to recreate them. And you can follow more about Richard Garriott's exploits in outer space on his space website, which I will put in the description of this video. And I am very appreciative of this quote that he replied to my tweet. And Richard Garriott said this: "Yes, I can confirm the Earth is a sphere, seen all around in 90 minutes. Else craft would fail too." And as you can see, you know, he was there. He saw it. He orbited the Earth. He said in 90 minutes he orbited the spherical Earth. He was very clear about it being spherical. The flat earthers are going to say it's a conspiracy and that he's part of the conspiracy, but he's not. He's not part of the conspiracy. See, you don't have to go into outer space to even see the curvature. You can simply be a pilot. Ask any pilot of any nationality, say, hey, have you ever seen the curvature of the Earth? They'll say, yes, I have seen the curvature of the Earth, because the Earth is a sphere, and if you think otherwise, there's something wrong with you. Now, I hate to disrespect flat earthers, but in some cases, science is dead correct. In some cases, science may be in the gray area because we're not advanced enough to see the fifth dimension yet, or stuff like that. But when it comes to extremely obvious facts, such as the shape of the planet that we're on, Earth is a sphere. I know for a fact Earth is a sphere. Please don't make me drink more of this energy drink. Because I will. I will drink more of this energy drink. It's very delicious. I'm going to have to get more of this stuff. This stuff is delicious. It tastes kind of blueberry-ish. Let's see what's in it. It says water, sucralose, taurine, inositol, caffeine, fried rosine, HCl, pantherolol, nanosinylidene, riboflavin phosphorate, sodium, citric acid, caramel flavor, artificial flavor, sodium benzoate to preserve freshness. Now, I taste a fruit. I don't know what the fruit is. Can't quite place it. Maybe it's an artificial fruit, but it's extremely delicious. Earth is a sphere. If you can't get that through your spheroidal head, I don't know what can get through your eyeballs and through your brain. But the fact of the matter is, Earth is a sphere. Here's Earth, here's the moon. We can conduct the same experiment time and time again of Earth being like this and the moon being like this, and you can clearly see the reflection in the shadow. It's not as stark as looking out at the moon for yourself. So one of these days, you should get off your computer one of these days and look up at the sky at night, take a look at the moon and say, hey moon, you're spherical. I could tell by your shape and your shadow and the reflection of the sun off of your surface that you're a spherical object, moon. Therefore, and we're a spherical object, I'm speaking on behalf of the Earth. The Earth is a sphere. I'm 1,000,000,000% confident in that fact. F-A-C-T. If you don't know that the Earth is a sphere, I personally feel sorry for you. If you're just simply trolling, getting other people to believe in the stupidest thing on the face of the planet Earth, thinking that the Earth is not a sphere, thinking the Earth is flat, congratulations, you have trolled the population that are also believers in the President of the United States being a reptilian shapeshifter. Congratulations, you've also fooled people that think, oh my gosh, just things of that vein, just ridiculous, ridiculous things. I thank you for watching. This has been John Razimus with Hoax Hunter. Be seeing you.